Mag-host ho tayo ng ASEAN next year. Do you think we can take a bigger and more concrete steps to advance the conclusion of a binding code of conduct?
Welcome to Romis Update Channel.
We will certainly try because it is very, very important. Pagka nagkaroon ng ganyan, magiging maliwanag kung ano yung rules sa lahat, hindi lamang sa atin. Lahat ng nakapaligid sa South China Sea, lahat yan, sabi na, wala nang ganito, wala nang ganyan, wala nang banggaan, wala nang magtatayo ng bagong island, wala nang gagawa nito, which was the original code of conduct. Something like that made it very, very clear what is expected of each country, each signatory country. And that will make things a bit easier. Kasi hindi ka nag-aalangan na baka may mangyari, anong mangyayari. Hindi na pwedeng mangyari yan. Dahil pumayag, nagpirmahan na tayo, nag-agree na tayo na hindi natin gagawin yan. So that's why it is very, very important. And it's very important to the Philippines because ang pinakamainit na lugar sa West Philippine Sea ay dito sa banda sa atin. Kaya mahalaga sa atin na magkaroon tayo ng Code of Conduct.
Idagdag ko na rin ho siguro itong, nakikita ko rin naririnig ko na tanong even personally or on social media and all, sa mga maliliit na usap-usapan, dinadaan ho natin sa diplomacy, dinadaan natin sa usapan. Pero yung China, dangerous maneuvers, water cannon, Philippines files a protest, repeat. Ano ho kaya ang magbabago? Ano ho kaya ang pwedeng gawin pa para mas ma-assert ang karapatan ng Pilipinas sa region?
We can only control what we do. We cannot control what other countries do. But we keep our lines of communication. Once the lines of communication are closed, then there is no room for improvement. That's why we keep the lines of communication open. Even kung minsan, sinasabi, it's useless, bakit pa, wala namang nangyayari. We have to keep on trying. We have to keep those lines of communication open. Hindi mo pwedeng isara na lang na ganun. Pagka ginawa mo yun, mas lalala ang sitwasyon.
The Philippines is prepared to host ASEAN in 2026, Mr. President. What kind of Philippines do you want our neighbors to see and appreciate?
I want them to see the Philippines as it is. I'm so proud of the Philippines. It doesn't need, the expression in English is gilding the lily. Pinapaganda mo na magandang-maganda na eh. Hindi mo naman kailangan ipaganda pa ang Pilipinas, basta ipakita mo eh. Makikita nila ang sisipag ng Pilipino, ang babait ng Pilipino, ang ganda-ganda ng Pilipinas. Marami tayong ginagawa na magkakaroon para papatibayin pa ang ating mga foreign relations sa iba't ibang bansa. What I really want to show is that the Philippines has now come together. A kind of social pact with each other na magtutulungan na tayo dahil naman tama naman ang tinutunguhan natin. And that's the most important thing.
Mr. President, second half na po kayo ng administrasyon ninyo. And you said you wanted things done and done fast.
Yes.
Are you still optimistic that you are going to accomplish what you set out to accomplish by the end of your term?
6 years it goes very quickly. And considering that we were still coming out of the pandemic in 2022, the initial work that we did was really to change the systems in government, to change the investment profile of the Philippines, to change. So these are very fundamental, very basic changes that take a little time. Dahil a bureaucracy is the biggest employer. Parang ano yan eh, parang yung tanker. Para lumikot, it takes 12 kilometers, di ba, bago liliko yung tanker dahil napakalaki. Ganyan ang gobyerno. Bago umurong yan, bago umikot yan, napakatagal, napakabagal. That's why I keep talking, kailangan bilisan na ninyo. Dahil kung hindi natin gawin to, baka hindi na magawa. So that's what we
If there's
achieve.
If there's one project na gusto nyong matapos bago matapos ang term nyo, just one.
Education. Yung aking sinabi sa SONA, na ang bawat pamilyang Pilipino, merong college graduate o merong nag-graduate sa TESDA. Bawat pamilyang Pilipino. Yun para sa akin. Pag nagawa natin to, successful yun.
And that is doable in the next 3 years, you think?
I think so. I think it is doable. Kung tutuusin mo naman, lahat naman ng ginagawa tayo, maglalagay tayo ng trend, maglalagay tayo ng ayusin natin yung sistema, Pag hindi magandang training, hindi magandang edukasyon ng mga Pilipino, hindi man sila makakapag-compete. Hindi ba in the labor market, wala rin silang walang advantage lahat ng ating ginawa. Kaya ang punot dulo talaga nila education. Our greatest resource is our people. Our greatest resource is the human capital of the Philippines. You don't have to look at figures. Just talk to foreigners where the Philippines are in their country and what they think of Filipinos and how highly they think of Filipinos. That's all you need to hear. And what are we doing? We should not waste that. We should not waste that. In many industries around the world, if all else being equal, kung pantay-pantay lang lahat, Pilipino yung kukunin ko. Mas gusto ko Pilipino. For me, that is the most important part of all this development that we are doing. Never mind the physical development, that's also important. But the most important is the human development. And that's why education is, for me, will be the gauge of success of this administration.
Mr. President, thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you.
I hope this is not the last time.
I am sure it will not be.
Thank you.
Salamat.
Salamat po. Salamat.